Appreciation August is on 1 week early at integrativemysticism.com. From now until the 31st of August 2020, enjoy 20% off all Scarlet Moon services, including gift certificates when you apply the codes on your screen. We are now also accepting tips and donations for those of you who've been requesting that for the last 7 years. You can now leave a tip or a donation at my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, I recently debuted a new type of horoscope for those who, want to get as personalized a reading as you could get, in an open YouTube platform. And it's actually a build a spread horoscope where I actually do a clearing and guided meditation, and we actually go through a selection process of 5 cards. You build your own personal 5-card spread for the week that I read for you, and you're picking from cards that have already been charged and blessed and shuffled to show what the predominant energies of the week are. So it might be something to think about. You can check that out on my main channel page if you are curious. So what is going on when it comes to this coming week for the Scorpio frequency? Well, this week, Scorpio, it's all about choosing your battles and realizing where you might be trying way too hard to kind of make things better than they can possibly be, where they need to end, and where you can actually kind of get started on the new. Because what's coming through here, just as sort of like a general overview, is that you might be trying way too hard to actually win certain fights or win certain battles that ultimately are about another life. A life that you aren't living right now, whether it's because it's in your past and it's over, or it's not your responsibility. It's a lesson, it's a challenge that somebody else needs to face and kind of step up to the plate and do on their own. And that's a big focus of that 7 of Wands reversed, is your main theme. What is going on behind the scenes with everything, picking your battles. The 7 of Wands reversed, we are needing to pay attention to where we are maybe getting distracted, fighting the wrong battles and ignoring the right challenges, facing the wrong people, dealing with the wrong obstacles that we don't even need to deal with. They're really not things that we need to go and conquer right now, and maybe distribute our energy, time, and intention towards what we wish we could be there for right now. Because that's kind of how the 7 of Wands reversed goes. We keep thinking, oh my God, I got to get through this and this and this and this and this. Really what I want to do is I want to be there for my partner. I want to be there for my friend. I want to be there for my, for my art, my creativity, my spiritual practice, my tribe, whatever. The 7 of Wands reverse is saying there are battles going on that have gone on for far too long that you have to either end quickly, not even think about how you're fighting them, just end them quickly, or just simply leave up to the people that are fighting those battles that have nothing to do with you. And the reason I'm saying that is because as we step into the 5 of Swords upright, I'm sorry to chuckle, but it's a very Scorpio thing. This is indicating, look, you need to wrap something up. And when I say wrap something up, you need to kind of, it's almost like Mortal Kombat. Finish him, finish her, that kind of energy. Just get it done and move on. Because I am seeing an ongoing issue, an ongoing debate or conflict, something, whether it's relating to money or an exchange with a boss or a collaborator, a business partner, a client. You've got to be able to just kind of end it, cut it off now, because the 5 of Swords is indicating that there's really no victory to be had in getting them to see things your way. Some of you may be cutting your losses when it comes to a pursuit that you have, and the second you do, you're going to be finding that the new is going to be replacing it. You may be fighting for a certain position or fighting for a certain job, or fighting with somebody to make them see your way, or getting a stubborn client to change their mind, or getting somebody to bend where they won't. This is not your fight. And the Five of Swords is indicating this may present a lot as well. If you're not dealing with it right now, this might show up this week. And you have to know when to stop getting into the same kinds of professional and financial dramas. Because what's happening here is you're basically telling the universe, hey, I like this. This is sporting. And it's not sporting. It's not sporting. It's not becoming of you. You know, it's something that you got to realize that maybe is a sign that, yeah, it's time to finish them and let it go. Because I am seeing you being able to, without going over the top, clear a lot of obstacles this week, but there are just ongoing fights and challenges that are not sporting, that have almost been, at this point, customary traditions of your field, your work, or your financial circumstances that, you know, we just got to let it go. Because as we get into your social life, we talk about friends, relatives, other people, news coming from your community. We got the Judgment card reversed. There's something you're being warned about potentially missing out on that, you know, I don't know if you'll have to miss out on it forever, but you don't want to miss out on the beginnings, right? Sometimes we like to be there from the beginning. It's kind of tough to be the one who shows up, you know, a month in, 2 months in, when everyone's already established. And the Judgment card reverse is indicating there's something that we are being distracted from, something that we are being we're being misdirected from, that we really need to get it under control with right now. Because with the Judgment card reverse, this could be news going on with a family member, a friend in your community that is going to provide a lot of breakthroughs for you. But if we keep getting distracted by all these battles, we keep getting distracted by all of these dramas that are going on around us, we're not going to necessarily be able to enjoy them, you know, or again, be there at least in the beginning. And, you know, some of these things we do want to be there start to finish. As we get on to your challenge this week, or your lessons that present as challenges, well, you got the Star upright. And this is basically saying, you know, we need to expand on our perception of what our available options are. Because the Star is all about good news coming your way. It's all about love. It's all about inspiration. It's all about new sources of abundance and energy and support and fuel. And even in a challenged position like this, you just can't screw up this card. But one of the things that I see with this, again, sort of working in conjunction with the Seven of Wands reverse, is that you might be needing to pay attention to where your desire to fight all of these battles is coming from a place of lack. Maybe the only reason you're fighting all these battles is because you're thinking you have limited options and this is all you got. And you think that just because you don't see something, it doesn't exist. Which, of course, is an illusion, right? We all know that. That we all know that that's an illusion, that that's just, you know, part of the false reality. But with the Star card upright, this is a week where you have to actually kind of prove to yourself or your higher self, the firework agrees, you have to prove to yourself or your higher levels, that you're capable of taking that kind of step. And if you do, the Star will go to work for you. And all of a sudden, that new stuff, that new fuel, those new projects, those new love opportunities, abundance opportunities are going to start flowing in. But you've got to let go of your attachment to identifying with the struggle and the battles that you got. As we get on to the Eight of Swords upright, when it comes to love and romance and, you know, other people, fireworks giving applause, I think. When it comes to the Eight of Swords, you know, again, we talk about battles you don't gotta fight right now. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing something's coming up that you have routinely maybe always taken care of for partners. You have always done this for your partner. You have always done this for new people. People always living with the same struggle or not facing their fears. And if there is a new person coming in this week with the Eight of Swords, you may be finding that this is somebody who is... they kind of always have this looming over them, right? They're always carrying this monkey on their back, and you might feel tempted to kind of jump in and intervene. Oh, I've done this before. I've taken care of all of my girlfriends this way. I've taken care of all my boyfriends this way. Eight of Swords is saying, here's your task. Like we said, pick your battles, okay? Because this is something, Eight of Swords, they can always get themselves out of. They can always solve it themselves. Whether they have the resolve or lack the resolve, that's up to them. And if you are spying on Scorpios and cross-washing on this video, listen to what I just said. As we get to those of you who are currently coupled, the Eight of Swords is indicating here, and I mean that with love, by the way, love for everyone. For those of you who are currently in established relationships, you know, with the Eight of Swords upright, it does look like your partner is going to have, again, a struggle that they don't clear themselves come up once again, another vicious cycle. You getting involved is just going to prolong this cycle. You taking care of it again, a third time, fifth time, 25th time, not in the highest interest of all concerned. See what you can do to build them up. Give them the strength to carry on. Give them the strength to take over it. But with the Seven of Wands reversed, you stay on the bench. So that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.